Hey guys, I'm Shannon and I just wanted to make a quick little video about how to use the portion fix containers. I get a lot of questions about how to measure certain things, how to even use it, how many containers do you get, is this really all I can eat, these containers are so small. So just a quick little video, hopefully before I can get it done before my kids get home, on how to make it. So the portion fix originated with the 21-day fix, the workout program and the nutrition plan by Autumn Calabrese. So if you have the 21-day fix program, the eating plan is an awesome resource. Seriously, read it front to back. You'll learn a ton and really could probably clarify a lot of your questions for you. The portion fix also comes with a bunch of other programs. You get it with a challenge pack. You can get it by itself, just get the containers. But it's just a really great way to learn healthy eating and what a balanced diet really is, and portion control, and it's about making it a lifestyle, and it's not a diet, it's not a quick fix, it's a way to learn how to fuel your body the right way so you feel like 100% on top of your game. So the first thing you're going to do is figure out what your calorie target is, and in all of the nutrition guides and eating plans it's probably all backwards now, but there's a page that will tell you how to figure out how many calories you need a day depending on your goals. So it's going to be different whether you want to maintain your weight or whether you want to lose weight. And after you figure that out, you need your weight. You choose what lifestyle you are, sedentary, moderate, or active, based on how much activity you get done in a day. And then it'll pop you in a category that gives you a range of calories for the day. And in each of those calories, it lists out how many of each container you can have. So I don't have all of them because some of them are dirty. I use them today. But you have these containers. So green is vegetables, purple is fruit, red is protein, yellow is carbs, blue, healthy fats, orange, seasoned dressings, and then you have your teaspoon for oils and nut butters. So for example, I'm in like column B, so I get 4 greens. So I fill this container up 4 times a day, eat it all. And that's what I get. I've got my servings of veggies in for the day. Same thing goes with fruits, proteins, so on and so forth. And so, by the end of the day, you have so many of those containers that you can eat. And that should be a balanced diet for you. You can split them up however you want. You don't have to eat them all at one sitting. You can if you want. You can eat. Sometimes if I know I'm going out to eat, I'll save all my yellows for dinner. So I can have, a bowl of spaghetti or dessert or a glass of wine, which is the awesome thing about this, because it's not eliminating anything completely from your diet, which is definitely a realistic way to live and to eat. So really, there are some easy things to measure. So for example, a salad is pretty easy to measure. So you put your lettuce, your spinach in here, and you dump it in your bowl. There's one. Maybe I'll fill it up again. There's 2. So that's easy to count. That's 2 greens. And then I'll put some chicken in my red container and I'll dump that on my salad. And then I'll put my dressing in my orange and I'll dump that. And maybe I want some more veggies or I want some cheese. So that's really easy. The questions start to come with the mixed foods, like things like lasagna or spaghetti or casserole, things that you can't necessarily pick out just the starches and put them in the yellow, or pick out just the fruits or veggies. It's stuff that's already mixed in. Ideally, you want to be able to maybe measure them out before you mix it all together, but we all know that doesn't always happen. You're not always the only one cooking. So the best way that I've found to do this is you're going to use your green container just as a measurement of your portion size. So it's not going to count as a green container, but you'll use it so you'll fit lasagna in this, and you'll fill this up with some lasagna. And then you're going to take the main components of the meal. So I'm going to stick with lasagna. It's going to be pasta, meat, and cheese are probably the 3 main biggest. So on your count, however you keep track, there's whether it's on the 21-day fix app or on a piece of paper, on your count for that dinner or whatever, you're gonna fill up your green container and you're gonna mark off one, what did I say? Starch. So one yellow, one red, and one blue. So that's what that would count as. And this would be one serving. A couple other tips to keep in mind are when you're first starting and, you know, when you're first starting to lose weight and trying to eat healthier, it might be a little bit overwhelming and you're gonna want to stick 100% to the plan. And well, this isn't on the list and this isn't counted and how do I measure this? And at first that's probably good. You can get into it and learn it a little bit better. As you do it more and you get better at it, you'll be able to you'll be able to know. You won't have to look at your book every time. You won't have to necessarily measure every time. You'll get better at knowing what a portion of meat or protein looks like, what a portion of a correct portion of dressing looks like. So you'll definitely learn that. And then when you're first starting also, and depending on how fast you want to get results, I mean, if you stick to this 100% of the time, you're going to get results a lot faster than if you deviate here and there. As you go on and as you get to your goal and you want to maintain more than lose, then you can treat yourself a little bit more here and there and not be so hard on yourself about whether or not it fits perfectly in the container, whether or not it's on the approved foods list. You know, the lists that are in here aren't necessarily, so like the yellow container starts with sweet potatoes, yams, quinoa. It's not an exhaustive list. Like there's other stuff that you can have on there. Doesn't mean, the good stuff, not all good stuff is on the list. So there might be good things that aren't on the list that you can still have. Just because it's on the list doesn't mean you can't have it. I'm a huge proponent for just learning how to do this and so you can make it a lifestyle. And I follow the 80-20 rule. So 80% of the time I'm following my containers, eating as clean as possible. The other 20% of the time I'm going to give myself a little bit of a break and enjoy it, because yeah, I want to be healthy and feel good, but I don't want to feel deprived, and because then I just get kind of pissed off and hangry. So every once in a while, once you're starting to reach your goal, and even before then, you should treat yourself here and there. Not every day, because then that defeats the purpose. But you definitely need to have a realistic view and realistic goals and expectations of yourself. It can be tough sometimes, but it's absolutely doable, and it's a lot easier once you start. It can be, everything's hard once it starts, when you first start and when you're stepping out of your comfort zone. But really, once you get going, it's way easier, and I think you'd surprise yourself at how well you can stick to the plan and really make huge changes in your body and how you feel. So that's about it. If you guys have any other questions, give me a buzz, find me on Facebook. I'll put the link in the comments. And happy St. Patrick's Day. It's St. Patrick's Day today.